Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale. On this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I want to show you how to make a pineapple brown sugar crock pot ham, slow cooker ham, whichever you want to call it. Perfect for any time of year, but really since Easter is sort of quickly approaching, I thought this would be a great way for you to make ham and not have to use the oven, because I know what it's like on holidays when you're using your oven for everything else. So it's this is a great way to get that, like, you know, honey, brown sugar flavored ham, but in the crock pot. And this is so addictive and so delicious. You're gonna love it. And the leftovers make for the best sandwiches in the entire world with some spicy mustard. I'm just saying. The list of ingredients is not very long. You're gonna start off with some ham, of course. Now, your choice whether you use a spiral cut or not. I prefer a spiral cut just because I am a disaster when I try to cut my ham and slice it thinly. So a spiral cut ham works really great for me. And especially since we're doing it in a crock pot, I don't have to worry about it going dry. Sometimes you tend to have a little bit of an issue if you're using the spiral cut ham to roast it, because you're kind of allowing all the air to escape between the slices, and they tend to get a little dry. I got it. But in the crock pot, you don't really have to worry about that. I also have some honey. I've got brown sugar and a little bit of ground cloves. And I also have some diced pineapple in juice. Don't drain the juice. It's really important. Now, I have to have some cloves with my ham. I can't help it. It's traditional. I need it. I don't like a lot of it so that it tastes perfumey, but I need some because I think it makes a really big difference. So I always add a little bit of ground cloves, and then I'm just mixing it with my spoon. Now, my ham is about 7.5 pounds. You want to make sure that the ham you buy is going to fit in your crock pot or in your slow cooker, because I've come across situations where myself, I've gotten a big piece of meat for my crock pot and it was just way too big and I can't cut that one down. So you just make sure that it fits. I'm gonna take half of my brown sugar. You can see it's not packed, and I just try to break up the large chunks as much as I can. Take the rest of the brown sugar. It looks like a lot, but remember, it's not packed. It's only a couple of cups, which is a lot, but this is almost 8 pounds. So, and besides, you need that sweetness because ham can be very salty, which I love. I love that combination of sweet and salty. Got that on there, like so. Oh, it's gonna be so good. All right, try to position it. And then I just like to drizzle a little bit of honey. You don't need a lot, but I'm telling you, it is so good. And then finally, you have your pineapple chunks, and 1 or 2 just fell all over the place, but that's okay. It looks like it's a lot. It's not gonna fit, but as you can see, it fits perfectly. I'm gonna put the lid on, and I'm just gonna let this cook for about 4 to 6 hours on high, or I would say about 8 hours or so on low. So the choice is yours. I'm gonna clean up because clearly I've made a disastrous mess, and I'm gonna let this cook and then show you what it looks like when it's done. So my ham cooked for about almost 5 hours on high, and then what I did was I took it out. You just have to be really careful because it will fall apart, which is great. And you also have a lot of liquid and juices in your crock pot, so just be careful. And I placed it on a platter, and it is literally like, it just like melts. It falls apart. Like, it's so tender, and my succulent, it's amazing. Now, what I would do, it was so good. Like, if you were to serve this at a meal time or whatever, what I would do is I would get rid of a lot of the juices in the crock pot because it does make a lot of juice. And then what I would do is I would just take off each layer of the ham, put it right back in the crock pot, keep it warm with the remaining juices, all the pineapple chunks. It's like the best way to serve ham, in my opinion. It's not super elegant, but who cares? It is the best way to serve ham. Like, just leave it in the crock pot with its juices, and it's just beyond amazing. And I love this. Like I said, sandwiches, the spicy mustard on ham. Go to laurainthekitchen.com for the rain recipe. Hope you enjoy spending time with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.